Why hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review from me. I am Davros and I am a Whovian, and yes, we are doing a two-parter today, and that is on World Enough and Time and The Doctor Falls. Yes, written by the great Stephen Moffat, and these are his final, well, the first of his final stories that he wrote for the show. So in this, Missy wants the Doctor. Well, Missy wants to prove herself that she has changed after being locked in the vault for all that series, and basically she wants to prove that she's changed to the Doctor, so he sets her on a mission with Bill and Nardole chaperoning, on this mission so she can prove that she is good. And, well, they go to this, ship, and, they make a big discovery that it's a Mondasian ship, and that these humans are from Mondas, Earth's twin planet, and before you know it, we have the whole thing where she's where we get the original Mondasian Cybermen look, also with the Master at work. Yes, Michelle Gomez comes face to face with her predecessor, John Simm's Master, and then next thing, the Doctor has to stop these Cybermen and save the rest of the ship that is hovering around a black hole. And as it is a black hole, time moves differently on both ends. Whilst one end, it's seconds for them, but at the bottom, time's faster and generations have gone by. So, let's get on to my likes and dislikes about this episode, about these two-parter. First, I'll do a whole rundown of the World Enough and Time. So first of all, in World Enough and Time, I liked the story. I liked it during the middle act when Bill was in that hospital. Also, Bill got a stomach blown out as well, and was given a machine to stay alive. And the Doctor said, not the Doctor, some scientists said from the bottom floor, grade wasn't necessary. And I like the bit where Bill's in the hospital ward and she sees some people like wrapped up in everything, pushing a button, and she finds out that they've turned the volume down and it's like a person saying pain, pain. Then she finds another one that's going kill me, kill me. I found that very unsettling. It definitely had those horror elements, and it was just creepy. I thought, classic Who there, where it's looking scary, and I really liked that bit. Despite how creepy it was and dark, it was good, and I enjoyed that scene. I also liked the character that the Master was in character as. Now, I loved the Master's return in this. After almost 10 years after 10 years when John Simm came onto our screens as the Master in the revived era, he made a comeback, and I liked that he was there the whole time and yet we did not notice him at all, when he was in disguise, and then he towards the end revealed himself taking off the mask. I thought, that is classic Master. That was pure Delgado magic right there, and I thought that was absolutely jaw-dropping and brilliantly done. And the way he had that goatee as well, how he looked like Delgado, it was just a brilliant shock reveal. Mind you, it wasn't really much of a shock twist or anything, because it was revealed quite early on in Series 10, and in the preview to World Enough and Time on the episode before, we did get a quick look of him. And maybe if they did keep that under wraps, that John Simm was going to come back as the Master, I would have probably liked that even more. I would have been overwhelmed with joy and excitement, So maybe it was a bit of a bummer that they revealed that John Simm was the same as well, and I thought, yeah, they should have saved that as a massive jaw dropper for the Master's return, and that's what they should have done with that character of the Master. Yes, well enough in time. And we then see Bill converted into a Cyberman. Yes. And Bill was converted into a Cyberman. I thought, oh no, that is a cliffhanger right there. But, yeah. I liked that the Mondasian Cybermen came back, and the Master quoted that it's the genesis of the Cybermen. And I thought, oh, just like Genesis of the Daleks, this is where the Doctor goes back to stop the Daleks from being made. I thought this is probably like the Cyberman equivalent of that, because I like the look they gave the Mondasian Cybermen. They were the original design, but of course not exactly original. They did make a few tinsy alterations on the Mondasian Cybermen since their 1966 appearance, and yeah, I thought, okay, yeah, I just like that. I like that they brought the Cybermen back like that and stuff. And in the second part, we got the other Cybermen, the what I like to call as the Cyber Industries Cybermen, the Lumix Cybermen, from Series 2 and that, and they brought back the modern Cybermen, the Silver Cybermen, I like to call them. I like them, how they brought them back, and I like the finale. We're now on to the Doctor Falls now. I love the finale in this, how the Doctor was prepared for battle, how he was defending the other floors from the bottom floor of the Cybermen, and how the Master and Missy had no choice but to join forces. Well, the Master had no choice but to join forces with the Doctor after he altered them to go after non-humans as well. So, yeah, it was, an epic finale, and the Doctor would stop at nothing till he stopped the Cybermen, and that. I also enjoyed Matt Lucas's performance throughout this two-parter. He was just great, as he always was. In fact, I think Matt Lucas was probably one of the best companions, at least the best male companions, and also non-human companion that I'd seen since it was revived. He was a great one, and yeah, and I didn't like how he was wrote out of it. I felt like, but that can't be it from him, surely. But no, we got a cameo from him in the Christmas special, so I was happy with that send-off and that. Yeah, I just liked Matt Lucas in Series 10. Yeah. I also enjoyed Capaldi's performance as the Doctor, of course, because he was great, as I always think he was. I also enjoyed Perl Mackie playing Bill. She was converted into a Cyberman, but she was fighting to stay as herself, which she did put up a good fight for, and that. And also, I like how the Master, when the Master and Missy was facing one another, and she stabbed him, and he was like, now that was nicely done. So we know what triggered that Master's regeneration, but of course, John Simm's Master, he went down into this elevator, and we don't know what happened there. We don't know if he did regenerate into Missy. I think Stephen Moffat wanted to leave it open in case we see any more Masters between, John Simm's Master and Missy. Or maybe he does regenerate into Missy. We don't know. Or maybe Missy isn't as dead as we think, because the Master did kill her and told her she can't regenerate. But maybe she could. Maybe she had a miracle like the Doctor did. And I also like the ending after the battle is won, and Bill cries for the Doctor, and then we get Heather return from the first episode, the pilot. Turns out that she's been connected to Bill the whole time from the tear that she left in her eye. And again, I like those two characters, Heather and Bill, together. Their relationship and their connection I find just beautiful. I like it. I do. I really find it emotional. And that kiss. I mean, yeah, I loved that. I like that. I like they're probably my favourite couple I've seen in current Who. I mean, yeah, we didn't see much of it on screen, but I feel, they were made for each other. And in the end, she went off to explore the universe with her. And that. Another thing I liked was the Doctor, how he was brought back, and how we got references from all the companions of the revived era, saying Doctor, 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 that was a huge reference to me from Logopolis, and I thought, oh, that's a nice touch there, and that. And it really bugged me how World Enough and Time started and he began to regenerate and was refusing to. Then at the end we got to see that happen, where he's starting to regenerate. Yes. Yeah, when he was starting to shoot out in beams and that. And this was after Peter Capaldi announced that he was leaving, but before they revealed Jodie Whittaker was taking over. So I was there on the edge of my seat thinking, oh my god, is he going to change? Who's he going to change into? Who? And then next thing, I was a tiny bit ticked off that he didn't change when you're going, I will not change, and I was thinking, God, he's more stubborn than David Tennant was. And then next thing, we hear that at the end. I liked the ending to this one. I really, really did. When we heard that voice going, I will not change, no, no, no. And then I'm thinking, who is that? And I'm thinking, is that the new Doctor? No. And then next thing, it stepped out of the blizzard and like, you may be a Doctor, but I'm the Doctor. The original, you might say. I just dropped my jaw in excitement. That's the first Doctor! And I just absolutely loved that bit. I was going, oh my god, it's the first Doctor! And I'm thinking, that rumour was true. Because it was rumoured. And it was actually, turns out to be true. I was just over the moon about that. And then I thought, oh, now we've got to wait till Christmas to see the outcome of that. And stuff. And it was David Bradley who played William Hartnell in, the docudrama An Adventure in Space and Time. And I thought, yeah, he'll do for me as the first Doctor. And that. I also like that reference he made. You may be a Doctor, but I'm the Doctor. The original, you might say. William Hartnell never said that as the Doctor. Richard Herndl did when he played the first Doctor in the Five Doctors. Yeah, but I thought, yeah, because he is the original Doctor. The original Doctor, but not the original actor. But I think he had a better resemblance to Hartnell's Doctor. And I love the ending to that. So, okay now, so my dislikes on this. Well, I've already told you my dislikes. I didn't like how stubborn the Doctor got on his regeneration at first, but the ending made up for that. And yeah, I thought it was a great finale. I thought that, I didn't like how, I like World Enough and Time. But I think I like the Doctor Falls a lot more, and that. So I'm just those were my final thoughts. I don't have anything else to dislike about this one. So yeah, let's get to my ratings. I'm going to give Doctor Who, because it's a two-part story and I like to consider it as one big story. So yeah, with all that being said, I'm going to give Doctor Who, World Enough and Time and the Doctor Falls. I'm going to give this, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 because, yeah, it was a great way for Moffat to finally end his reign as head writer. Of course, he was originally meant to finish there at Series 10, but Chris Chibnall, he didn't want to start on a Christmas special, so he let Moffat have this one. So I thought, yeah, that makes sense. I get what he meant, Chris Chibnall. But there will be a Christmas special to this year's series. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that has been it for this Who review. It's been a long one, hasn't it? But I'm done now. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. And yeah, I will have 2 more reviews up now. I will be reviewing the 10th Planet and Twice Upon a Time before I begin my Series 11 Who reviews. So, until next time, run for your life.